right, and we're live. Woo! Okay. So welcome everyone to this week's final workshop, Insomnia and Secrets to a Better Night's Sleep. For those of you on Facebook, I'm Dr. Ashley. Yay. Okay. So how many people here have had an instance in your life where maybe you struggled with trouble sleeping? Okay. Laughter, smiles, right? But a lot of hands went up. I think that's significant. To say that about 90% of the hands went up in this room. There are different things that can keep us up at night, and we're going to discuss what some of those things are, as well as how to address them. Because sleep is crucially important. And I have a picture that I want to show all of you. Dr. Steve didn't break it. There you go. So when was the last time you slept like this?
When I was a baby.
When we were babies. So this is my great niece, Amelia Grace. She is much older now. But this was a really peaceful picture, and it's something that when most people talk about they got a good night's sleep, they say, I slept like a baby, right? So how great would it be to be able to sleep like this every night? To achieve that relaxation, it might seem impossible, but I promise you it's not. So let's talk about the importance of sleep. Why is sleep something that we physiologically have to do?
Because it's during sleep that your body has a chance to regenerate and heal itself.
Absolutely. It's while you sleep that you actually have the ability to heal. So your body has an ability, a knowledge, of when it needs to heal certain things. And when you're awake and active in performing activities, your body acknowledges, I have to use my energy performing activities. When you're sleeping, it has that ability to actually allow things to heal and repair from the day, especially if you did any damage. It also boosts your immunity. Right? So, you know what's coming, right? In a few months, we have some holidays coming. So it's a time of year where people tend to get stressed. They tend to sleep less because they're stressed, and they tend to get sick. So not sleeping actually lowers your immune system. So if while you sleep you heal, it's also while you sleep that your body kind of scans things and says, hey, this is an invader, this shouldn't be here, let me get rid of it. So if you're not sleeping, you're actually inhibiting your own immunity. And then brain power. Yay! People who sleep better actually have more brain power to go around. This is documented in the research. This is not stuff I'm just making up. So we're going to talk a little bit more about this. But have you ever had a day where you got no sleep the night before? How was your thinking process? Right? Could you actually make a healthy decision? If you tried? Probably not. So people who sleep better actually, it helps keep their minds working so that they can make healthier decisions and actually function throughout the day. So when you're lacking sleep, there are ways that it does impact your body. It does create poor habit development. Think about that brain fog. It's really hard to make healthy habits. So it actually lowers your ability to even if you were trying to make new healthy habits, if you decided, I'm making a resolution and I'm changing this about my life, if you're tired, are you going to stick to that decision? Probably not. Poor performance. So whether you're an athlete or someone with a job where you're on a computer all day, it doesn't matter. This is documented. People who don't sleep actually perform worse at their jobs. And so it can be reflected in your performance when your boss sits down with you, or if you're someone who sets certain goals for yourself and you're looking at those goals and saying, did I reach what I wanted to reach when I wanted to reach it? If you're not sleeping, chances are you're not hitting the performance levels that you want to. Public safety. So this is a really big one, and this is extremely important. So it's happened a couple of times since I've lived in Portsmouth, been here for about 8 years now. And there's been instances where people have driven their vehicles into buildings. So, and for some people, they fall asleep at the wheel. So for that person, it's dangerous. Now imagine it happens on a highway. You're endangering that many more lives. About 5,000 people die in our country every single year in a car accident related to being fatigued, being tired. So not only are we looking out for your safety and your health, but also the person crossing the street. It's an epidemic in our country. We're just too freaking tired. Can I say that? It's true. But it's endangering the public. Poor health and chronic issues. This is extremely true. 70% of the diseases that our country deals with are chronic conditions. That includes heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Of those 3 top conditions, every single one of them has been linked to not sleeping enough. Every single one. So it's important, I think we can all agree, to get sleep and get a fair amount of it. Also, if you're not sleeping, and I've seen this time and time again, it creates a dependency on medications. So you've all seen the commercial with the butterfly? Yeah? It looks so peaceful. Those people look, Ambien sounds good until you hear about what happens while you're on it, or what you didn't realize you did, right? Side effects of medications. 500,000 people every year die because of sleep aids. That's a lot of people. Why is that okay?
What was that?
500,000 people die every year from dependency on these sleep medications. The fact of the matter is, if you are taking medications to mimic sleep inside your body will eventually stop making the hormones to help you sleep. Because your body's really intelligent, and it says, if you're going to do this, I don't need to waste the energy on it. So it's going to stop. So getting off those medications becomes harder and harder. So it's really important that if you're on the medications, you try or start to change your habits so you can wean yourself off. Because your health and your life are absolutely worth it. So why don't you sleep? What are some reasons most people say, I don't sleep at night because
You can't shut your mind off.
can't shut your mind off, you're stressed, kids, your kids, your poor daughter sitting right there, pain, your phone, absolutely, TV, electronics, social media. There's a lot of reasons that we stay up. Energy drinks. Okay, so you have already hit on all the different points that we are going to touch on. The number one thing that I want you to take away, the number one reason people do not sleep is because your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
So we know there's 2 different modes when it comes to our body, right? We have fight or flight, and we have rest and digest. When you're sleeping is when you're resting, digesting, and healing. Fight or flight is when your body is intelligently designed to run away, to get away, or to stand up and throw down. Too many times, too many people get stuck in this fight or flight mode. So if your body is on edge, ready to fight, how the heck are you supposed to fall asleep? It doesn't make sense. You're not letting your body sleep. So it's your body actually, your insomnia, your wakeful hours, are your body, it's your body screaming for help. It's saying, I'm in panic, I need help, I can't deal. So, you're not sleeping because there are physical reasons, right? So physical reasons could be pain. It could be that you're just physically uncomfortable in the bed that you're in. There could be chemical reasons. Caffeine, that's a huge one. We're so dependent on caffeine as a country. Caffeine is a drug. It's a nervous system stimulant, so it's actually waking you up. And then emotional reasons. Social media, right? How many times do people put up happy things on social media these days? So if you're scrolling through Facebook right before you go to bed, laying in bed at night, and you get upset about something, I think we can all say we've all been there at some point. Or if you have the TV on, what tends to be on late at night? What kind of shows?
Reality shows.
The news, reality shows,
Mysteries.
murder mysteries. When I used to travel, when I was working on my certification in pediatrics, I would travel to Philadelphia once a month by myself. Every time I was in a hotel room by myself with the lights turned off, I would watch Unsolved Mysteries. And I would call Dr. Steve, panicked, because I was convinced I had solved that they were coming for me. So there's a lot of different reasons that we can keep ourselves up at night. But if you address these reasons, there will be no reason for you to be awake. And you can actually let your body get into that restful sleep so your body can heal. So when we talk about the physical reasons, number one reason that we don't sleep, and a lot of people don't realize, actually has to do with the alignment of your spine. Those subluxations. I know we talk about it a lot in this office. It's what we do, right? Get used to it. So, your neck should have this gentle curve in it, 45 to 60 degrees. If you have subluxation in your spine, especially in your neck, if your neck looks like this, if you think back to what your x-rays look like, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, as soon as you lose that curve, you actually physically stretch your spinal cord 5 to 6 centimeters, which might not seem like a lot. What's interesting about this is it puts your body into that state of panic mode 24/7. So you could be lying on a beach somewhere with your favorite book, your favorite drink, tropical music playing in the background, someone's all paid your expenses, nothing to worry about, and your body thinks you're running away from a tiger because you have something physical actually happening inside your body. This is something that's actually, I love, being studied in other fields in the medical realm. The psychology field is taking it on. They're finding people who don't have that curve in their neck actually suffer from higher rates of depression. Well, if you're not sleeping, could you also be depressed? Because you're up all night worrying, right? So there can be actual physical reasons. Chemical, caffeine. America does not run on Dunkin'. Can I just say that? America dies on Dunkin'. Caffeine is not helping us. If anything, it's convincing you you're awake when you're not. And then we're putting you in a car and we're endangering the public safety. Or stress. Too stressed. Too stressed. We have to learn to shut off our brains. And the thing about worrying is like praying or wishing for what you don't want to happen. If you're focused on it, you're ruminating on it, you're not helping yourself. And really, what's in your control? You can't control what happened yesterday. You can't control what's going to happen tomorrow. So why are we freaking out? Just take a breath. It'll be okay. All right, and then we talked about this technology. So I'm not sure about the Android phones, but I do know on the Apple phones, there's two different kinds of light that our technology emits. There's a blue light and an orange light. The blue light actually wakes up your brain because it mimics sunlight. So if you are on your phone or watching TV before you go to bed, you are telling your brain and body it's time to wake up. So how do you expect to sleep after that? Probably not a whole lot, not real well. For those of you who do have an Apple, there's a little button if you pull up the little screen on the bottom. I'm very technical, I know all these words. There's a little screen on the bottom that you pull up, and it has, I think, a little star or moon on it. You can actually set a timer to change that light to orange, that it does not mess with your sleep pattern. I believe all Apple products have this, and you can set it for certain times. So definitely something to look into. If you want me to show you where that is, I can probably show you a heck of a lot easier than I can describe
You
it.
show it now?
On this?
No.
Oh, no, this is an Apple.
No, I'm just kidding.
Video. So, to a better night's sleep, to actually get that full night's sleep that you want, you have to understand, you have to correct the behaviors and the issues that are creating it for you. Because you can make excuses, you can try to cover it up, but the fact of the matter is, if you do not get to the actual source of the problem, nothing will change. Right? We can be honest about that. So we have the safety pin on here. If you have not been to our safety pin cycle workshop, I highly recommend it because we do talk about the mind-body connection. An open safety pin can be compared to a subluxation or a miscommunication within the body. It's not a full cycle. As soon as we close that, we get to the source of the problem and the body can communicate, which again, like an adjustment, fixes a lot of different things. So let's address the physical things first. Restorative chiropractic care, right? So for all of you when you came in as patients, we talked about actually correcting your subluxation patterns. And for many, many people, they're missing the proper curvature of their neck. So our goal is to actually train that into your neck. That means addressing the behaviors that you have that are pulling that curvature out. So if you're stressed, pull your head back. If you're working on, if you're someone who likes to work on an iPad or a Kindle and you're looking down a lot, all of these things are reversing the curvature of your neck. So you want to make sure that you're developing healthy habits, and the chiropractic is going to help. And it's going to do a better job than just changing your habits, because if the damage is already there, it's there. We have to align the spine. But we start there with the adjustment. And then extension exercises. So like I mentioned, if you're spending your whole day like this, it's going to reverse the curvature of your neck. So extension exercises, everyone just let your chin drift to the ceiling. Enjoy that. Feel that stretch. That's an extension exercise, really easy to do. If you can do it without smacking your neighbor, you can put your arms up and extend back over your chairs. Feel that stretch in your upper back. Extension. The back row did it. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's okay. So that's going to help. So a lot of the times when in our everyday life and being stressed, not only do we get the forward head posture and the straightening of our cervical curve, but we also get this hunch in our back. Right? How many people do we see with that humpback walking around? And it's getting worse, and it's hitting people younger and younger. It's causing kids to develop arthritis. The Arthritis Foundation is actually predicting that by the year, I believe it's 2030 or 2040, 18-year-olds it will be normal for them to have arthritis. Why is that normal? Why is that okay? It's not. It's because of their poor life choices. So if you're out there playing Pokemon Go, hold your phone up. A couple guilty people in here. That's okay. So extension exercises, you can do these over a chair, you can do these over a ball. It's all about extending back. If you're spending your holding flexion, you have to extend back. It opens everything up, lay your arms out, allow yourself to breathe. It's going to help reduce your stress on a physical level, which is really important. Watching your posture. This is huge. If you're walking around all day like this, how are you going to feel when you go to bed at night? You're not going to be relaxed. You're probably increasing your stress. If you're holding your ears to your shoulders, you're going to feel stressed. So it's a matter of being aware of your posture. Bring your shoulders back and down. Hold your head high. Push out the ladies. It's okay. Honestly. We have to hold ourselves upright. You have to combat. We live in a society of convenience. We have to combat the postural changes it's forcing us to have. And then your pillow and mattress absolutely matter. If you think it doesn't matter, you are wrong. We spend 1/3 of our lives sleeping, or at least you should be, right? We can say that. This is a workshop about sleep. So I have a pillow here to show you, a quality pillow.
Okay.
So this is the pillow that I sleep on every night. Dr. Steve has the memory foam version. But do you see how it has the grooves here? So this is nice because anybody, here you go Facebook, anybody can sleep on this here. But if you're lying on your back here, it's actually putting your neck into gentle extension. So all night you're sleeping in a relaxed position. The other nice thing about this, for those of you who are side sleepers, is it does have a little spot for your shoulder to go. So when you're lying on your side, your shoulder's not being pushed up, which is actually a stressful posture, which will stress out your body. So it's really, really important to have a high quality pillow. A pillow should be replaced every 2 years. Yes?
Is it okay to sleep without a pillow?
We are going to look at a picture, actually. I have a picture for you. So it is better to have a pillow, because if you don't have a pillow, you are not supporting your spine in a neutral position. So you can see if you have too high of a pillow. So if they have side sleeper and back sleeper here, because you should be sleeping on your side or your back. If you're a stomach sleeper, you are doing so much damage to your body, you have to change. A good habit to do that is if you take a golf ball and tape it to the front of a t-shirt, your body will very quickly break you of the habit of sleeping on your stomach. I promise. It works in a matter of days.
So what's the bad part of sleeping on your stomach?
You sleep on your stomach, right? You have to turn your head to breathe. So you're cranking your neck to the side.
Oh, wow.
So you spend your entire day in rotation, or your entire evening in rotation, turn to the side. Your body's very intelligent. It's going to say, if I have to keep my head turned this way most of the time to breathe, then even when I'm awake, I'm going to keep my head turned this way. So you're actually creating a postural problem. So when you're sleeping with a pillow, if you have too much pillow when you're sleeping on your side, it will pull you up on one side, again, create a postural distortion. If you don't have enough pillow or not sleeping with a pillow, you go the other side because your shoulder has to be there, right? So the goal is to have that neutral spine. The best position to sleep in is your back, when possible. If it hurts your lower back to sleep on your back, try putting a pillow beneath your knees. It does take the pressure off your lower back. But you want to have a neck that has that nice, gentle curvature in it. Too high of a pillow, again, you're putting yourself into that flex position all night long. And then not enough pillow. You can actually have, there is such a thing as too much extension. So you can actually go back too far, or if you already have a straight neck, you're just supporting the fact that your neck is straight. So it's really important to have the right pillow for you. If anyone is ever interested in having muscle testing done to see if you are sleeping on the right pillow, it is a service that we offer at no charge. You can bring in your pillow, and we'll also test you about the pillows, against the pillows we have in the office, and find the right one for you. So if you want to do that, just let Lindsay know at the front desk so we can schedule a little extra time at your appointment to do that. Now, when it comes to your mattress, a firmer mattress is better. Yes.
So what about a pillow top?
As long as the support is there. If you sit on a bed and it really falls down, I mean, think about the alignment of your spine. If you lay on a bed and it's so soft, you're curling up, it's not supporting you. A good mattress, like they say, they have those songs on the radio every 8 years. 8 years is expecting a lot. 5 years, even for a good mattress, that's pushing it. So if you're spending 1/3 of your life asleep while you heal, it's really important to invest in these things.
So what if it's just one person? Still, the 8 years still ain't good?
If it's just one person,
Yeah, because 2 is more damage, but 1, I don't know about that.
it's your body, it's your spine, it's worth the investment, I promise you. So let's talk about how we can address the chemical stressors in our body. Restorative chiropractic care. Getting the curve put back in your spine where it's supposed to be and eliminating any curves that you should not have actually creates more happy hormones flowing through your body, reduces stressful hormones. So you actually get to sleep better because you don't have those chemicals circulating through your body keeping you awake. All right, clean eating and supplements. This is really, really important. What you eat.
It's what you are.
Exactly. So, we say you are what you eat, so please do not be fast, cheap, or easy. Right? So think about your food.
Should we talk about food?
We're talking about food.
Okay.
So if you think about a food, if you can open up a bag and reach right in and pull it out, shove it in your mouth, unless it's carrots, it's probably full of preservatives and chemicals. A lot of those things, MSG, which is used as a flavor enhancer for most foods, is a excitotoxin. It gets your body excited. It's why for some people it causes migraines. So if you're a late night snacker watching the Olympics, right? You're actually filling your body with chemicals telling it, wake up, stay awake. Also, a lot of those foods have, like MSG, have other additives in them to make you more hungry. So you're awake later at night eating more, which won't help with weight gain, which will make you uncomfortable, make your mattress wear out sooner. Think about it.
So,
Think about it.
like cashews and the peanuts, those are a no? I
Those
thought those were good.
Those are good, but you want to see.
Can pop open, or is it a bad type of nut?
Well, you want to see if they're heavily processed, so they have a lot of flavoring on them.
So
that's
the
one
honey
thing.
roasted is a no.
Not as good as plain. So, and they add sugar,
I thought it was
absolutely.
someone else's. Yeah.
Well, and this is not a food workshop. We do have one coming up called Pain-Free Foods. Highly recommend you come. If you eat, you should probably come to this workshop. So there's a lot of ways that health foods are sold to us as healthy, but in actuality they are chock full of sugar and other things. So clean eating means you can pick the food up and identify truly what it is in its whole form. I say that because you can pick up something and say, yeah, it's a pizza. Not the same thing. So the less processed it is, the better. Also, supplements. Everyone here should be taking a high-quality multivitamin every single day. Food is not what it used to be. So we have to supplement now to get our bodies the nutrients they need. So if you're taking a high-quality supplement, your body will be able to take those healthy minerals and nutrients and actually heal you while you sleep. So you won't be up late craving different foods because your body's asking for nutrition. It's important that you actually watch what you put in your body.
Isn't it better to not take the supplements at night?
Depends on the supplement. For instance, we have supplements here that actually support the parasympathetic or the rest and digest part of your nervous system. You actually take 3 before you go to bed. It's Cataplex G by Standard Process. It actually helps you sleep because it supports that part of your nervous system. So it all depends. Now, there are other programs. I'm not going to jump into these too deeply, but we have the purification program to reduce toxins in your body. It pulls everything out so you get that fresh start. And then adrenal fatigue programs. So adrenal fatigue is a problem in our country because we are chronically stressed. Your adrenals create adrenaline. Adrenaline, again, is that fight or flight hormone. So if your adrenals are running 24/7, they're going to burn out. Think of your body like a car. We have to put fuel in. We have to give it a chance to rest. If you're running it 24/7, it's going to break down. So these are 2 programs that we do in the office. The purification program is either 10 or 21 days. The adrenal program is 20 weeks. So you have to decide what you're willing to commit to. Because health is a commitment. We can all agree on that. If you want to be healthy, you have to commit to healthy things. So we have a workshop coming up, I believe it's September 20th. It takes time. When adrenals are burnt out, they take time. The purification program, we have a workshop, we have a guest speaker coming in to talk about that. I think it's September 20th, but I'll check the date on that. So if you want to learn more about how to reduce toxins in your body so you can sleep, that's great. If you want to talk about it beforehand, we can definitely schedule that and have time for it. So dealing with your emotional stress. Those other reasons we stay up late at night. So this is a joke. Don't actually do this. The stress reduction kit, bang head here. I don't recommend that, but it's funny and I like jokes. So exercise. Exercise has actually been shown time and time again to reduce stress. How many of you knew that? So how many of you exercise to reduce stress? Yeah. So the hands number dropped. Like everybody raise your hand. Like everybody knows stress is reduced by exercise, but we don't act on it.
If I'm too tired and I haven't exercised all day, should I exercise before I go to sleep?
It's better to exercise first thing in the morning. Number one, it gets your energy up and going. Number two, it's done for the day. Isn't that great? I love it. And how many of us, this is I think it's true for everybody. Once you get stressed, how likely are you to go ahead and actually exercise? Once your day gets filled with things, are you actually going to stop what you're doing and say, oh, no, I got to go walk. Oh, no, I got to eat this apple. I got to do what's good for me. We don't. We say, no, I'm in a hurry. I don't have time. I have to get on to my next thing, so I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A and get that super tea. And then I'm too stressed to exercise. I'm going to lay on the couch for 3 hours before I go to bed, watch the news, get all hopped up on that. So you have to exercise. The recommended amount of exercise is 45 minutes, 5 days a week. That's the new recommendation. You'll notice it keeps going up. It used to be 30 minutes, 3 to 4 days a week. It keeps going up because we keep getting fatter and sicker as a society. So if you take care of yourself, you won't need to exercise, hours on end. But it is important that you make this part of your healthy everyday habit. This is extremely important. And then meditation and prayer. Deal with your stress. Learn to let the worry go. You can control your reaction to things. You can't control anything else. So if you're coming from a place that is peaceful, right, and you feel protected and safe, feel how the tone just changed in this room? It's like, oh. Instead of coming from a place where you're just reacting to everything that's being thrown at you, how are you going to go to bed at night? Feeling peaceful, starting your day with peace, or running the whole day with stress?
It's an easier transition. If you're already in a mellow place, sleeping is just closing your eyes and letting it happen. If you're spazzed out, you can't hold still because you're waiting when you got a flat box. Like, who's coming in here when I'm
Exactly.
down?
It's that fight or flight. It's turned on. So it's really, really important, whatever your faith beliefs are, whatever your personal goals are with this, meditation, journaling, prayer, just do it. Right? We can agree. It makes a difference. So while we're actually correcting the habits, some important things, reduce your screen time. You should not be on your phone, computer, iPad in front of your TV for at least 60 minutes before you go to bed. 60, set a timer. So really, really important. Part of that, again, is that blue light coming in and waking you up. There's a breathing technique. This has actually been shown to help people fall asleep. And I've had success with this with every patient that's tried it, who's continued to try it. Hear how I said continued? Too many people will try something that's good for them once and say it didn't work. These are things that need repetition because we're retraining your body. We're breaking old habits. So the breathing technique, you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold it for 7, you exhale for 8. What this actually does is create a physiological change in your body to mimic the way you would breathe while you're sleeping. This works really well. And if you're someone who says, it didn't work for me, you're either not doing it right or you gave up far too soon.
So you hold it for 4, then.
So you breathe in for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8.
If you do it now, you can feel your heart rate slow down.
It helps your heart rate slow down, helps get you out of that panic mode, and allows your body to actually fall asleep.
Wow.
So, and how can that be said? How true is that for most of our healthy habits? You try it once and you gave up, or you're saying a healthy habit. That's like saying brushing your teeth doesn't work. Did you do it now? Please, yes, we all do, absolutely. Healthy habits bear repeating. So if we get more sleep, we're going to actually reduce preventable deaths in our country. We're going to save 5,000 lives every single year on the roads alone. This is crucially important. It's going to save 500,000 lives related to medication deaths. We're going to reduce chronic disease by 70%. Chronic disease is the #1 thing your tax dollars will help paying for. What would our country do with those billions of dollars if they could put them somewhere else? Think about it. Well, no, because we're all sleeping better, so we're all happier.
What are the doctors going to do? Collect on welfare?
The doctors will be just fine. Trust me. You're also going to save money. If you are sleeping more, the average person will save $8,000 a year on medical expenses because of that reduction in chronic disease.
And if you're sleeping, you can't catch the as seen on TV ads, and that's in the first.
That will save you money too. Those infomercials,
I'm good.
right? They get you when you're tired, fatigued at night, making poor decisions with brain fog because you haven't been sleeping. Yeah, they got your number. So what that's actually going to do, by saving that money, we are going to save $900 billion on healthcare expenses across our country. Right?
Yeah.
I think that we could handle that, all from sleeping more. And when it comes to more sleep, your goal should be 8 hours of sleep, 10 hours of restfulness every day, including your sleep. So, alrighty, when it comes to making changes, you have two options. You can either make progress or make excuses. So, this is not just true for your sleeping habits. This is true for anything you have in your life. This is true for your money goals, your educational goals, your chiropractic goals. Do your exercises, right? Progress or excuse. Eat cleanly. Progress or excuse. Don't steal from yourselves. You're worth it. And I want you all to know you're empowered because you can save lives with the information that you got tonight.
Right.
You can share this information. If you know someone who's struggling with their sleep, have them try the breathing technique. Maybe recommend a new pillow for them. Or recommend they see a chiropractor. It doesn't even have to be this office. But if we can help with every single one of those categories, let's get them on the right path. So even if they're not local, let us know. We are happy to help them find a chiropractor for them because we do believe that everyone should have their spines checked. There's too many lives at risk.
What are your thoughts on white noise machines? I have a friend that swears by it.
For some people, it helps turn off their brains.
So there's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong with it.
And diffusing almost the same.
Yeah, it can help. It's not like a chemical. You won't become dependent
Just
on it.
haven't found one that really does it for me.
Everyone's different. Everyone is different. So absolutely, you'll find the right one for you. All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming this evening. And thank you, Facebook. We'll see you.